What's up YouTube, this is Alec Kyler, and this is the Anti-Modern Feminist. One of my favorite YouTubers had uploaded a video very recently about Hobby Lobby. And I decided that I was going to make my own video about it too. I didn't like her opinion, but regardless, it was still her opinion. I respect that. And so, basically, I'm going to talk about my opinion on the Hobby Lobby. Okay, first off, one of the many problems with the Hobby Lobby thing is that people are saying that it's religious intolerance. People are saying that it's taking away your religious freedom, that's imposing the religious values upon others. No. Telling you that you have to pay for something that is against your religious views, yes, that is imposing your religious values onto somebody else. Hobby Lobby is not forcing their beliefs onto somebody by saying, I'm not going to pay for your birth control pills. They're not forcing their beliefs onto somebody. They're just simply saying, look, these are against my religious views, and I'm not going to pay for that. Alright? Forcing your beliefs onto somebody is like saying, unless you become a Christian, you can't work here. Oh, and if you become a Christian, I'm going to give you a $2 raise. And for like an entire 2 weeks, or even while you're even there the entire time, they're like talking to you about their beliefs and, you know, Christianity and how Jesus is my savior. That's forcing your beliefs onto somebody. But telling somebody, no, I'm not going to pay for your birth control pills, I'm not going to pay for your medicine, that's not forcing your beliefs onto somebody. Alright. The second typical argument to this is that I guess you could say it's oppressing women. You know, because, oh, and a lot of people like to use the whole Viagra and condoms argument. They're like, oh, well, they're not covering birth control, you know, they're trying to ban birth control. Nobody's trying to ban birth control. And then they're like, oh, but what about Viagra and condoms? Like, okay, first off, you realize that Viagra is necessary, right? I mean, for people with certain medical condition, people who have erectile dysfunction, in other words, they cannot get an erection, they use Viagra. It can also be used to lower blood pressure, which can prevent pulmonary hypertension. Now, another thing about this too is that it also affects 2 people here, whereas birth control pills only affects 1. Yes, even if the woman is doing something in the bedroom, it's only affecting 1. Alright, because, okay, yes, a man can be aroused even while he has erectile dysfunction. However, he cannot get an erection. And this can actually upset the other partner in the relationship because maybe that partner actually wants him to get an erection. Okay? And, you know, if the guy's not having an erection, I mean, that's not really very fun sex, is it now? So it's actually affecting 2 people here. On the other hand, condoms affect 2 people too, because it also prevents the woman from getting pregnant or catching an STD or catching a disease. It prevents diseases. And although it's not guaranteed, that you won't get pregnant, it is a form of birth control that affects 2 people. On the other hand, birth control pills do not affect 2 people. It only affects 1 person because it's only 1 person that makes the choice, and it's only 1 person that the choice is going to completely depend upon. Now, on the other hand, I'm going to, you know, I can kind of understand though where women are coming from with this, you know, because if I was able to say, if somebody actually made mandatory, you know, by the way, Viagra and condoms are voluntary, you know, for those who are saying they're being oppressed, that women are being oppressed, Viagra and condoms are voluntary, whereas birth control is mandatory, so, but I can understand where women are coming from, you know, because, I mean, dude, nobody wants to pay for birth control. I mean, shoot, if I had medicine that I didn't want to pay for, I want to get health coverage too. But either way, it's still not fair to impose that onto another person. Alright, now, as a corporation, if I was the leader of a corporation, and I was in the shoes of Hobby Lobby, if I was in their shoes, this is a decision I would make. Because of course I am paying for the coverage of that medicine, okay? I would say, well, it all depends on the reason why you have these birth control pills. If you're using it for a medical condition, and it affects the way you work, and I like you working with me, you're a great worker, you have a great performance, yes, I'm going to pay for it. I will pay for the coverage of these birth control pills. However, if you're using it to keep yourself from getting pregnant, well, here's my answer. A simple no. Because what you do in the bedroom is your decision. What you do in the bedroom is your choice. I should not be having to pay for coverage that you do in the bedroom. That goes against my privacy. That goes against my rights as a human being. Because, you know, and technically that will also go against a woman's privacy too, because technically I would also go against women's privacy because, you know, well, if I'm going to be paying for it, I have to know what's being done, right? You know? And to an extent. But either way, you know, if she's doing it, if she has it for a medical condition, yes, by all means, go ahead, you know, I'll pay for the coverage of it, so long as you have some kind of doctor's note, or something from an educated professional that says you need that for your medical condition, and there's no way you can work without it. On the other hand, if you're using it because of what you're doing in the bedroom, no, I'm not going to pay for it. What you do in the bedroom is your choice. That's your business, that's your personal life, you pay for that. If you don't want to pay for it, don't do those things in the bedroom. That's simple. Anyway, so this is pretty much my opinion on what happened with Hobby Lobby. It's not really too deep of an educated opinion, but still, I'm still learning about it, and this is pretty much what I've got so far. So, if you like the video, like it. If you want some more, subscribe. I'll be uploading more soon. Peace out.